sharing few tips and tricks regarding choosing the colors, patterns and background and dot size, shapes and spacing when making columns, rangolis or any muggulu. Uh, Basically, whenever you have a color palette, depending upon the background, if you have tiles, light color tiles as background, try to choose dark colors for dots and lines. Background like wood or black tiles or any black marble or something, then try to choose light colors for dots and lines. Use the same method for dots and lines as well. Try to use the contrast colors. So here we have used white background. Here the there are more dots. This stands out more on a whiter background, while this is also standing out, but here the dots are completely hidden, right? The outer uh, lines are standing out more because the background is also in light color. So try to choose either neutral colors if you have very light background, or you can choose like this. This I tried to show with two different colors and two different darkness. Here changing colors also, the same column will look different. So you can make the same column again and again by changing the colors. In the color palette, try to choose like here I have chosen red and green. Then I have tried to choose blue and pink. We can also do a blue and red. We can also do green and pink. So either opposite colors in a color palette, or uh, the colors which are maybe two or three shades different from each other, they work well. And for reference, we can watch color correction. There are a lot of color correction videos on internet which will help you choose colors while making column. Even the simplest columns that you make, they also stand out more when you use different colors. If you want to use white column as well, that is also okay. If you have a dark background, even if the background is not dark, if the thickness of white column is more, it stands out more. If you are making very fine lines with the white column or the chalk, it won't look as much as or it will be visible on a lighter background. The next thing is to sieve. Okay, so let's say if I want to make a column and not the North Indian rangolis, the Sanskar Bharati Rangoli and all that, they are or freehand rangolis. I am talking about the circular columns, or the Sikku column, Puli column, all those, Nelli column, all those kind of normal, Melikalam Muggulu, all those things. If I want to make those, what I can do is, if I don't have a background, there are actually wooden background sheets available on the internet. You can buy them and paste for the area that you want to regularly draw column on. Or let's say if it's not feasible for you to paste that outside, then what we can do is we can use a bigger sieve and evenly spread the colors, any dark color for the background, maybe dark brown, dark green, dark blue or black. I usually do either multiple dark colors as a background or a single dark color as a background when I'm using making any Melikalam Muggu or a Sikku column on that. That makes the colors stand out more. Even if the colors are old, if they are very lighter in shade, that also you can make the background look darker, and to evenly spread you can use the sieve or other column tools if you have. Even if you don't have column tools, there are a lot of options, like you can, like a mehendi cone, you can make a cone out and you can put kolam powder in that, but you, for that you need to like continuously do practice for making dots and all that, and you can cut in the starting edge, like you uh, cut it on a mehendi cone, and you can do a kolam powder dots and lines with that. Or you can also use a Fevicol bottle that comes with a uh, nib in, basically it comes with a hose kind of thing in the beginning, and you can use that. You can also use small plastic bottles with wide lids, and you can make holes in it to evenly spread the kolam. You will just put rangoli powder inside and just tap a little bit with the box or the dabba or whatever you have, and make holes in that so it will evenly spread. um, I've recently observed two things here that I wanted to share with everyone. One was double color columns. They looked absolutely stunning. But if you're using very contrast colors, then you might have to either, there are, I've seen two types. One is the darker color is inside, and in another one, here the red color is outside and here the red color is inside. Sorry, the pink color is inside and here the pink color is outside. So whichever is, you can use two colors. That also stands out a lot. If you have a single color, if you are making a single column, tone column, you can use a light maybe pink, green, or sorry, yellow, or any lighter blue, light blue shade to stand it out more. But if you're doing it on the inner side, then it will take more effort rather than doing it on the outer side. So I would recommend, if you're doing a double color column, then please choose the lighter color on the outside. It will be more helpful to you. Here again I've tried to show you in this column. Here one pattern, this pattern is very thick and this one is very thin, so it disbalances columns always. So make sure if you're having, very patiently you're doing it. While practicing, you can do as many as times. You can take a chalkboard and a chalk and a, the blackboard kind of thing, and you can practice it multiple times. um, there are few rice columns, and obviously flower petal columns are also there for um, there are like general shapes and colors. But I have seen somewhere, I don't remember where, but I've seen making sikku columns out of rice, colored rice, I guess, and flower petals. It was brilliant because I think they used some kind of dark, maybe a rose flower petals on a yellow flower petals over that, and it was looking stunning. So if you want to make something different, you can use those. Make a sikku kolam or a melkal muggu out of the flower petals. That also looks really, really good. Um, okay, I wanted to show you how it looks well shaped, sized, and spaced. So shapes, if they're like, I've seen a lot of people put kolam powder like this, and it looks elongated. The dots are always elongated, whereas the well proportionate circular dots look way more beautiful. If you see any social media accounts, the people who have made very uniform dots, the column looks and stands out really, really good. Even if it's just a very simple column, as simple as this, it stands out more. Also, this obviously the spacing as well, the size as well, and the shapes as well. So if you're putting kolam powder with any kind of tool, then it usually gives like a certain amount you can drop. But if you're doing it with a finger, then I would recommend put it like this, like two fingers side by side, and these two attached, and just drop like this. Obviously this will take a bit practice, but if you're doing it with two fingers, if you're putting column dots like this, then do one thing, just put a dot, don't elongate like this. You don't do like this, don't elongate the dots, rather just put little bit powder and press the column powder like this, so that it will come in a circle shape. The shape of dots, even, that makes a column so much different that I can't like insist enough on that. Also, I've seen pattern changing with the spacing. Let's say I have these again 232, 232, 233, the same dots I've set here. These dots, the flower exists on the outer side. Here the dots are near to the center. Here the dots are in the middle of the flower, where here the dots are and at the edges. So every single shape, how you pursue or how you see it, that also changes with the spacing. So if you're uh, obviously these all three look okay to me, but like in certain things, if you're making multiple let's say if you're making a very big column, then if you put dots very close to each other, then that might look a bit messy. um, I always wanted to emphasize, if you're making someone else's cone, please tag that creator or whoever has that done that. Also, if you're learning from them, see how, first of all, see the surroundings of you. Like I've uh, seen grills. This is the grill pattern I've used in my cones a lot. This is a basic knot, and I've used this shape in columns as well, the swastik shape as well. So you can take inspiration from your surroundings. I don't plan on making certain shape, whatever comes to mind, and I usually practice it on an app. It's called as ibis paintex. If you want, you can download it and you can practice it, uh, because there is an option to erase it as well, or do you can go back. So you can practice different columns, you can practice different shape in that. The app is called ibis paintex. um, and also, if you're looking at like different kind of uh, creators, there are same dots are used, like different people use same, or say they perceive same dots with differently with the same dot, uh, but the patterns are different. See the same thing here. I hope this is visible to you. So even the shape, this and this, both things are same, but how you've drawn it, that changes. Again, here the distance is different. So these three things are same, but they look different because the shape or the spacing is different here. So you can use different references. I would recommend lot of Pinterest as well, not only Instagram or YouTube. There are lots and lots of people who have made brilliant columns on Pinterest app as well. So please go and check out if you are interested in making columns. Columns. For Sikku columns, or the columns which are made in very complicated columns, please don't start with very huge columns because you will be discouraged. Uh, Maybe start with very small columns. There are multiple accounts on YouTube and other social media platforms. Also, I think the lighting also changes a lot of things for while making columns. I've observed this because I have made lot of Sanskar Bharati Rangoli, which is like a North Indian, basically a freehand rangolis. They are called as Sanskar Bharati Rangolis there. So, but the color definitely, uh, the pink looks more maybe in a orange or reddish shade if I am using a yellow light. So make sure, like wherever you are drawing column, you have white light there, because once the darkness approaches, or maybe the if you are putting any like Diwali lights or something that kind, so that the coloring completely changes. So I hope all these tips help you making good Muggulu or columns or rangolis. Thank you. Who is this? Thank you, Suri, for liking it. Sorry, I'll not tell the name here. I am from Maharashtra.